Last year, I sold every one of my cameras. I sold my Sony, I sold all of the lenses that I had, I sold absolutely everything that I had that had to do with photography. I came to the conclusion that photography was dead. For years, I never passed the 2,000 follower line. And I came to the conclusion photography is a really bad investment in time, in money. So I said it's time for me to grow up and admit that I'm never gonna do anything with photography. It felt to me that I've hit a wall with photography, emotionally, artistically, and also say, hey, Diego, maybe it's time for you to grow up and move away from this thing because it really brings you nothing. You know, when you put all of your soul and everything and you measure that with likes, it destroys you. And I fell into that trap. So I sold all of my cameras. I sold everything, but then something inside of me felt weird. I felt like a part of me was missing. I spent nights where I couldn't sleep. I felt that this itch in my heart, this meaning that I had was gone. And I found myself like an addict looking for that feeling again that photography had given me in the beginning. I felt that I have given a part of my identity, and that feeling sucked. I felt lost, and I found myself for weeks looking for camera reviews. Like I would watch camera reviews like an alcoholic looks at photos of alcohol. Like I would spend hours just watching videos from Ben Heish, and I would say, damn, like I really miss having a camera. And I started obsessing over gear, and I started obsessing about, you know, just the feeling of having a camera. And I started to get a bit crazy. One day, I live in Stuttgart, Germany, and there's a Leica store right here. And I went thinking I'm just gonna touch the cameras. Leica had always been a dream to me because it was in my family. Leica cameras were in my family and I grew up seeing them. For me, they were a holy grail. I visited there, and my friend Holger, who works there, he's a great person if you're ever in Stuttgart. He was there, and I asked him, hey Holger, I wanna touch the cameras and I wanna feel them and I wanna see. I first thought, okay, if I ever buy something, it's gonna be an M. And I touched the M and I had it in my hand. I said, wow, this feels fantastic. The M11 costs 7,000. And I said, damn, that feels very, very nice. But I said, for the way that I work, is the camera feeling too fragile or too small? I have big hands, so I said I moved to the next one. I saw it in a corner. It was a Q. It was a Q3 and a Q2 next to each other. And I saw the cameras. I asked Holger, can I touch the camera, the Q3? And he gave it to me. It's like something connected the moment I turned the camera on and put it like this, and so that I could work with that camera with one hand. It just felt something that I had never felt before with photography. And I took a photo with that camera, and the whole feeling was very similar to working with film. And then I just was curious, can I touch the Q2? And then when he gave me the Q2 that was there, it was an older camera, but it felt even greater. And I didn't care that it was used. I didn't care that it just felt like a solid, beautiful piece of metal. Very, very nice build. I like the quality of the Q2 more than Q3. And I said, holy shit, man, this is it. This is the camera that I never knew that I wanted. As soon as I left out of the Leica store, I just started looking on eBay again for secondhand Leica Qs, and that's where I found it. I wrote this guy. Next day I was driving to his home. Life has never been the same since I bought that Leica Q2. When I picked up this camera, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it for a whole month. I just left it in a corner, and I didn't know what to make out of it. Luckily, I was traveling home to El Salvador. That's my home. And I had in 1 month, I was gonna be able to test the camera properly. And I took it home with me. I went only with this camera, and I said, I'm just gonna go out and find myself in photography again. And I went. In the morning, I started taking photos with the camera. I just started taking photos of the garden. And when I saw the colors coming out of this camera, it meant the world to me because the colors felt natural. I could take a photo of a tree, I could take a photo of a plant, and you know a camera is a beautiful camera when something green or something like a tree or something just feels amazing. And that was a really amazing feeling in my heart to say, wow, this is the camera I connected with. The most beautiful photos that I've taken of my home have been made with this camera and this camera only. There's something so special that happens when you go out into the universe with one camera and one lens and you just take photos. They say that you need to learn this or do that, or learn perfect composition or do this. And to me, everything you can learn in photography, it's not compared to the fact of just going out. Say I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna take 1,000 photos today. Nothing compares to the learning in photography or in anything in life if you just go out with something that just makes you want to do it. For me, that was the Leica Q2, the camera that made me want to go out into the universe to take photos. Just the fact that I went outside with the camera to the streets, it helped me connect with people that I've never had connected before in my life. It brought me places that I would have never gone to before. And it just put me in opportunities and with the right people that just had helped me grow so much, not only as an artist, but as a person. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Photography will maybe not make you rich anymore, but it will make you rich in life. Hello, this is Diego, editor right here. I got carried away when I was talking that I forgot to film the ending, and I wanted to say that I didn't miss the camera. I missed who I was when I was shooting, and maybe that's the real reason that I really needed this. And it was never just about photography being dead, but missing the person that I was when I was constantly showing up and taking photos. And that's the great thing about the camera. They just allowed me to be this primal version of myself when I started photography, and it's what it's all about. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening until here. And if you ever have a question about the camera or have a question about any other stuff I'm working on, just write me a comment or write me a DM, and I'll come back every week. This is the goal for 2026. Every week, one video, and a lot of reels also on Instagram. So thank you guys. It means the world to me that you watch my videos and that you support me. I love you.